Hello guys and welcome back to a new video here at Architects 3DP. Today we are going to review the third laser engraver in our channel, and as you may have recognized from the intro, it is the ATOMSTACK S10 PRO. This review has been possible thanks to Basswood, who provided us with the laser engraver for free and also got you a huge discount code that you will find right here. When you go to the product page in Basswood, you can just click on Buy Now, and when you insert the coupon code right here and apply it, you will immediately see your huge discount applied. So guys, don't wait and go get yours before the promotion expires on September 30th. Alright, so the laser came inside this cardboard box, and the first we can find is a sheet of metal that we'll use to protect the surface underneath the laser. Then some instructions, more paperwork, a quality certificate, and we also have some bags that I'm going to put here on the side to have a look later on. This looks like the screen, perfectly finished even in the back, very cool. Here we have the laser module, and 3 pieces of metal randomly placed here, as well as the power brick. This is what looks like the brain of the laser, that has a huge emergency button, this little brush, and now is when we start finding metallic profiles. Starting from this one with the logo. A second one, the power extension cord. This looks like the X-axis gantry that is already assembled. And finally, at the very bottom, we have the 2 last aluminium extruded profiles that I'm going to put right here. And that was the last component. Kind of a weird order, but what is clear is that the package space was very optimized. As you can see, some of the profiles came protected with plastic, which I'm gonna quickly take off. If you have a look at the profile finish, it has kind of an anodized look that is very cool. Notice that this second profile is exactly the same, but has an end stop pre-installed in place that, as you can see, is clicky. Here we have the metallic sheet to protect our table, and next we'll find the X-axis that comes completely assembled. Last but not least, here we have the 2 big profiles that will go in the front and back of the laser engraver. Next, the big deal here, the brain of the laser, that comes inside a metallic case, with very good looking buttons and a very decent build quality. The power cord, as you can see, is not too long, but in combination with the power brick, we'll get a pretty decent length. Here we have the laser head itself. As you can see, it is quite small to rock a shocking 10 watts. Here we have the 3 metallic parts that I guess will be the feet of the machine. Also the screen itself that looks like a smartphone, the USB cable, this little brush, as well as this HDMI cable that will connect the screen to the motherboard. Here we have some sample materials included with the machine, which is cool. Also a cleaning cloth that I don't really know what we'll use it for, and here we get to the hardware. As you can see, it comes perfectly labeled with the bolts in each bag, as well as step 1, 2 and 3 tags. We'll find more sample materials, the micro SD card with the USB reader, and the set of necessary zip ties and tools for the assembly. And that was it, guys. As you have seen, it's been quite an average unboxing experience. Not bad at all, but also doesn't have any of the premium features that we found, for example, in the X-Tool D1 Pro laser engraver that we unboxed recently. And that completely makes sense when it only costs about 1/3 of the price. Now let's start with the assembly. We'll pick up the 2 big profiles that will go on top and bottom, and then the 2 thinner ones that will go on the sides. Remember that the end stop has to go here on the bottom left, facing down. Next, we'll attach all of them together using the bolts in the back named Step 1 and an Allen key. So starting with one of the corners, we'll insert the bolts without tightening them and repeat the process in all 4 corners. Once all 4 are inserted, we'll tighten all of them. For the next step, we'll need to first introduce the X-axis in place, as you can see here. And once it is installed in the middle, we'll go ahead and install the feet of the machine. We'll start with the 2 at the back, using the 3 feet plus the bolts in the plastic bag, step 2. And also the pre-threaded holes in the profiles. All of them fit perfectly, as you can see. The last foot will be installed on the bottom right corner, and we are going to get it ready right now. The 4th foot does not exist, because in the bottom left corner what we're going to install is the motherboard itself, that will also act as a foot. So here we are back with the assembly, attaching the 2 bolts, one of each side, tightening everything together. As you can see, the main frame is done, and now we're going to insert the plastic caps in the profiles, here, here, and here. Next, we'll need the 4 little bolts with the V-slot nuts, together with the 2 belts for the Y-axis of the laser engraver. To install them, we'll first need to pass them through the wheel, pulley, wheel, and back to the profile again. Once in place, we'll put the little bolts to clamp the GT2 belt in place from both ends. To make the second end, we'll keep the belt completely tensioned and then we'll tighten the bolt. Here we go. As you can see, the tension is real and the axis can move perfectly. Now we'll repeat the process on the other side as well. At this point, we are getting to one of the most important parts, the assembly of the laser head itself. But before installing it, I want to present you our channel sponsor, that is no other than PCBWay. PCBWay has very cool products and services that you can find visiting PCBWay.com, as I showed you in the other videos. But today I want to share with you the share and discover section of their site. Once you hire their services, you can go ahead and share your creations with other makers. We can find lots of projects of different categories, as for example this smartwatch that looks like an Apple Watch. But as you can see, has been created with a custom PCB and probably a 3D printed case, both made by PCBWay. Here we have another very cool creation, a totally custom solar charge controller. Look at this beautiful custom PCB, guys. Don't wait and go and share your projects through the link that you will find down in the description or visiting PCBWay.com. So back to the assembly, the laser module will slide from top just like that, and then we'll tighten this thumb screw. That's it. Easy, right? Next, we're going to connect all the cables coming out of the motherboard for what will cut the zip ties. I'm going to plug the HDMI cable here as well as here on the screen, because look, it attaches magnetically to the motherboard, but also you can take it out to use it. Pretty cool, right? Now we'll run this mess of cables to their connectors. So the first one will be the Y and stop that we can find here at the bottom of the machine. Next we'll plug in the Y-axis motor from top, as well as the X-axis end stop that is right here on the other side. Continuing in the middle of the machine, we'll finally plug the X-axis motor that is placed in the laser carry. And the last step will be to plug in the laser module right here from top. We're going to fix this mess of cables using the provided zip ties and the holes on the design, so the laser will run battery smooth. From the laser head, we'll continue with the X-axis end, where we'll attach it with 3 more zip ties that will drive the cable to the bottom of the machine, and that's it for the cable management, guys. As you can see, once finished, we still have cables sagging here on the X-axis, as well as the Y-axis of the laser engraving machine. This could have been addressed better, for example using cable chains, as we did in the Architects 3DP Mega, but overall it's not a bad solution. I'm preparing the machine for our first test, and for that I've put some foam on the table, then the metallic protection, and on top of it the basswood that was included with the machine. Then the next thing has been to focus the laser. And at this point, the last steps are to plug in the power cable and insert the microSD card. Then we'll press the power button, and as you can see, here we have the touchscreen already working, with 2 files included. Having a touchscreen allows you to use the laser engraver remotely, completely offline, without the need of even having a PC to launch the programs. It is really cool, because if you remember in the other 2 lasers we have reviewed in the channel, despite the X tool had Wi-Fi, you still need to have a PC in the same network in order to send the files to the machine. In this case, you can make your laser engravings without a PC at all. So here in the screen, I'm going to click on the butterfly file, click center, position, and then frame. I've used a bigger wood to make the first test, because I don't want to burn everything. So let's check out how it works when we click on start. We'll set the passes to 2 and start. As you can see, the laser started working. Definitely 2 passes are too much. I should have chosen 1, but as you can see, the laser is working pretty fast and silent. And as you can see, here we have the butterfly engraved in the wood, guys. It is definitely too dark, but for the next attempt in the provided basswood, I'm sure it's gonna be better. So now, after being framed and centered the basswood in place, I'm going to go ahead and click start to check out the amazing result we got. As you can see, the level of detail in the laser work is just insane. I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting this level of detail in this machine, guys. That really impressed me. As you can see in between the numbers, there are some kind of drawings that are really tiny, and the precision on the laser work is so good. If we compare its size to the tip of a pencil, you can see the real size here. It just looks insane. As I was saying, I'm really impressed with the quality of the laser engravings of this machine. But the moment of truth has come. Will it now be able to cut through the basswood? That's something that we are going to check out right now. As you have seen, I've made the first pass, and without moving the wood, I've tried to remove the leftovers. It seemed that the laser did not cut through completely in the first pass, so I'll give it a second one. Second pass has finished, and as you can see, I think the first pass did already cut through because the wood at the bottom is completely burnt. Anyways, look at this quality, guys. Having a look to both of them, we can definitely notice some dark areas around the places it cut or engraved the wood, and that's probably because of a bad focusing that I made or the lack of an air pump blowing to the nozzle. I will definitely make more tests with this machine to tune it to its best settings, because I really think this machine is gonna be a really capable one. If we have a closer look to the dog we just cut out of the basswood, as you can see, the very thin edges and details have been cut very precisely thanks to the 10 watts laser head. These are quite small tests, since the S10 Pro has a working area of 410 by 400 mm, which is big enough to make almost every project you wanna make. You will be able to use this laser with different software such as Laser GRPL, that is free, or more established software such as LiveBurn, which you'll have to buy apart. Not much else to say, guys. Remember that you will find the link to the ATOMSTACK S10 PRO down in the description, together with a special promo code that will last until September 30th. Now go and make sure you are subscribed to the channel, consider supporting my work on Patreon as all these amazing people does, and as always, see you in the next video.